We got 2 rangers, no druids. We've got what armor does cleric have?
What?
What kind of armor do you have?
Leather.
Leather. All right, so you're well equipped for Darkened Fold.
My God has provided me with banded mail.
So we got heavy armor, leather,
Robe.
robes, nothing. Chest, good.
Nice nightly heavy.
Heavy. Are we in play?
We are in
We're
play.
in They're like an armored wedge. So
Form up, boys, shield wall.
chainmail, you got wizard, you got nothing.
I got top.
So where's the pajamas? Let's boil those.
Alright, so pretty much anyone who's okay. 8 armored folks in here. So I need just a actually I need a pretty solid marching order. So how are we gonna do this? We just walk into the woods? In a broad, long arc.
Everyone's going first.
We're breaking this into groups of like 4 or 5.
8 across. Follow the wedge.
Higher number.
I should probably.
Shield wall.
Alright.
Chopping down trees.
We gotta have it.
We're only making about 4 steps chopping down another tree. It's a very long day.
But whatever everybody else does.
3 months later.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this one. Do we have any roads that want to scout?
I don't have a tree yet.
There's no stuff.
Related world of Athens.
Okay, how far out are you going?
How far away can I get within staying in sight?
That's going to vary a lot as you move through the
Okay,
woods here.
I want to stay in sight
Okay.
at all times.
At any time, if you start getting ahead, you stop, wait for them to catch
Yeah.
you. All right.
And I'm going to be completely hidden.
But
So-
now you're not a ranger.
No, I'm an assassin.
Okay.
Who did pay you?
Fighters.
So, now we got to get a marching order somehow put together. But Ranger, what are you going to be?
I'm going to be near the front, concealed,
Okay.
I'm at the front, balls out.
and trying to track. But I mean, I'm not by any means,
How far ahead are we going to be?
not 15, 20 feet.
Not
most.
very far at all.
Enough that these guys don't mess up my tracks,
Okay.
but not so far I can't run behind them.
Are you going to be looking for the flames? Is the plan?
We should
Are you looking for the knoll?
ranger on either end, and let's have tracking waves of armor, one in the front, one in the back, and put all the squishy people in the middle. And what, like 2 by 2 or something like that, so we can form at least a line. Is it like 700 feet?
I'm in the rear,
Okay.
kind of keeping watch to the rear of us, make sure nothing comes.
Going towards the front so I can actually hit something.
So now, well, that begs the question: are we going to do an armored wedge? If the monk's not part of an armored wedge.
I like 5 plate now. Go first.
Front and center with
Well, send this way to the front. If the monk, you can trot along if you want to. Like dance around. So it doesn't get
I'll be right in the front with no headdress.
Do a rough line, or we wedge, refuse right, or what are we doing here?
Wedge.
Not actually full shield wall, but because we don't need a shield wall when there are no bad guys out.
But usually you go head first.
The helmet.
I'm watching my brother. How
Alright,
about side by
so
side? How about side by side? Because if someone comes from the side, you just go back to back, and we got our backs protected then.
Okay.
So side by side.
So,
Sure.
In pairs.
so essentially abandoning everybody else. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're in the front, but it's like.
We don't need anybody else. We have all the armor right here.
It's them too, and.
There's fresh
Now,
dogs.
you gotta correct me. We want to get through this marching order quickly, but is it 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean, we like.
2 by 2.
Oh, we're doing 2 by 2.
Yeah, why not?
Roman
Let's go marching 2 by 2.
Is that what? Yeah, somewhere in it. Rolling through my head. Okay, there we go. All right.
I'm gonna go 2 by 2 with the first armored wave. Anyone who wants to be near the front in the middle section can do that. Otherwise, we line up the people that are less armored in the middle, have some armor in the back. I'll go towards the back with the rear guard ranger.
I'm going to be right behind the armored.
I'll be on board.
So
I'll be
two-
behind the armor.
Suddenly there's a big clump of people that are in the 2 by 2 behind it.
So I
gonna be-
I don't know.
I'm gonna pull up my cloak of Elfenkind.
But you're still in the front a little bit with the rank.
Because the terrain allows it.
I wouldn't be in front of the hazard.
Okay. Who's behind about half the
Alright, so
Alright,
we're going to go this way, like two
I
legs
am
like this.
in the middle near Esma.
I'm okay with that. I'm out in front, got my shield out on the arm. He's got a shield.
Alright.
What do you, now,
Yeah.
they're slowly
You got the Shield
forming into
Brothers
two
up in
columns.
front.
Are you gonna get in the front, or are you gonna get behind the flank, or what are you gonna do?
Towards the middle section, but, middle section, but more in the front middle section.
Got it? Wizard, what are you gonna do?
She wants like to be right behind the first line of armor.
So I can actually find
Get into the
I
fracas?
find the biggest guy and stand behind him.
Just one of these.
The guy who swings at random stuff.
Yeah.
Random talking stuff.
You're in the front, cleric, what are you gonna do?
You're
almost pushed to the back.
Well,
As
yeah,
close
okay.
to the front
Or you
as
just
I
whispered in
can
my
get
ear,
without being closer to the middle. I want to be able to see when people are injured.
So that you get to them and aid it.
Middle, front, middle.
The rear shoe drawer, rear two.
Okay, so you gotta fall back to the
Rear
ranger there, and you got a little armor, which is gotta be in the middle.
Deepen the spellcaster function, guys.
Well, now, yeah, the line is actually kind of forming up, but you're close.
I want to be in the middle.
The only ones behind you armored is the dwarf and the ranger, neither of which are armored.
Oh, back there.
You're in
No!
the back. Yeah, so you're gonna.
Hey, good night, guys. I know that you want a big long Congo line going through the forest, but what about 4x6? That way we're all sort of together, we can help each other.
Many trees will get in our way.
I mean,
Really nice target.
We're only going about, you know,
Make a
10,
really
12,
nice target.
2 by 2. That's not a huge
Can we just
problem.
walk instead of arguing about how wide it is? I mean, we'd be there already.
everyone just start walking.
I mean, I'm just walking.
Oh my God,
Alright, so-
Y'all wanna get in line? Yeah, we're just walking. Y'all wanna get in line behind us? That's your problem.
Alright.
Apparently, there's some other people who aren't following us.
Somewhere around the land in the morning, you guys set off. The ranger's leading the pack, and the assassin's slightly behind the ranger, and you're tracking, I assume, whoever's carrying the trunk and the nose and whatnot. Give me a spot, or give me a track check on that, and then the column begins to form behind you and weave its way through.
Wait, someone's carrying the trunk?
The trunk, I assume, is laying there empty.
No, the path 16 prime.
Okay, alright, yeah, you pick up the tracks relatively easily.
I'm trying to hide and move silently.
Give me a, I think that's a dex check for an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
Well, that's pretty good.
That doesn't suck.
About 10 feet.
Let's re-roll
A
that.
little bit ahead of it and start. You all quickly lose sight of your companion to the point that you actually don't even remember him. You know, he's just
There goes what's
There's so many people anyway. You can't keep up. All right, so the travel initially is not terribly difficult. The wood here is old growth. The tracking is pretty easy. But the further south you get, it gets there's a little bit more deadfall. There's a little bit newer growth. The ranger knows, both of the rangers know, you're moving into a country called the Wingnut Bottomlands, and it's a lot more, there's a lot more traffic on it. Animals, creatures, there's tribes people called Eshel that move up and down through here, so the old growth isn't as thick as it was in the section that you're just leaving. You know that to your right is the Washita River. You can hear it occasionally as you're kind of tramping through, but after about an hour, somewhere around noon, travel slows somewhat, especially for the heavy armor. As you're moving forward, there's pockets of water that you kind of trudge through. Your steel-tipped boots get hung on roots. Branches now, as the trees get smaller and the branches get thinner and kind of spread out. Anyone in any kind of equipment, so this is going to be all of you guys, anyone that has very much, branches start getting, slide up underneath your helmet. It pushes your helmet somewhat. You're moving forward. The guy in front of you, the branch smacks you in the head or hits you in the chest. The column starts to break up somewhat as you're weaving your way around. You're stumbling somewhat. You're getting kind of tired. Now you're sweating, just especially in the armor because it's just humid and it's hot, and the travel is relatively different.
Not 6 of us.
I hate being
Do
a
what?
ranger.
Not 6 of us.
I would never be a ranger.
I will get you for that.
Get used to it.
Somebody does it.
Thank you.
That's why you're in front, so you're snapping the other
Oh, we need 70.
San Francisco.
That's fine.
That's why you want to be the front.
Would you
guy,
get
so you snap the other guy.
There you go. And the shit that constantly kind of
Illinois.
It's still
Oh,
Illinois.
Ranger, ranger.
starts to rain now. About an hour, a little past noon, give me another track check.
22.
22.
No, 20.
20, you're easily keeping up with the tracks as you're weaving it through. All right, so I'm gonna start here about 30 minutes past. Just give me a quick spot check, add your stuff to it, and
I'm gonna let you guys
Go.
Wisdom. 20 prime.
all right. Yeah, just go ahead and pre-roll when I get you the
We all do.
Oh, I'm on top of it.
Net 25.
Alright.
23 now.
23 month, we got
what do we at?
level and
Wisdom.
Yes, wisdom bonuses.
Alright.
Let's do it.
20.
I forgot how to play for a moment.
Not prime 20.
Not prime 20. Did you get one? Not very good. Ranger was good over there. You lose 2 players.
23.
23.
Prime.
16 not prime.
15 not prime.
15 prime.
15 prime.
Not quite as bad as the elite, just that 3.
Actually, you know, go ahead. If you've got
We don't see it.
14 prime or 20 non-prime,
I'm busy
you
getting hit in
notice,
the face with
Yeah,
the brain.
sweat in my eyes.
you notice things are a little
Wizard,
bit
what am I doing here?
stomped out. The tree, the annoying part of the woods ends somewhat. The branches are broken up, a little are just torn away from the tree boles a little bit higher. The deadwood's actually crushed quite a bit. Some of the trees are pulled over. You pass one at one point, a small sapling's been pulled out of the ground and just kind of laying. And this is you're weaving through as he's following the tracks. So if you got a spot check that was 14 or 20, this is what you notice as you're weaving. Anyone doing anything? Any nothing? Okay. All right. So another half hour or so passes. Give me a spot check.
11.
All right. So you at this point, somewhere around 1 in the afternoon, you lose the track.
Well,
Hey, it's lunchtime.
Any pancakes left over?
Keep walking
Surely
forward
there's some
like you're not
pancakes
last.
left.
I saved a couple, I kept them warm. It is warm inside now, I'm armored. Hotcakes?
Nope.
No, I'm good.
All right. So
Oh,
you've lost the track.
Here, blow the horn. They'll come
Hey,
back.
buddy. I want you to find something for me.
Let me come up and see if I can talk to the other ranger and then.
Don't tell him, but
No.
I lost him.
Give me a
We'll just see the ranger symbol of
1921 not prime.
You look all over the place. You can't find wherever he was looking. You can't find any sign.
I don't know.
Did you get us lost?
There's a secret door. Somewhere under our feet.
Start digging.
It's gotta be here.
Let me cast a spell.
Well, you gotta do it. All right, so Rangers. So the column stops. I assume you
Yeah.
don't keep walking forward. The Rangers are up there clearly discussing,
well,
Lunchtime
secret
folks.
door, we could just pan out all the
Lunchtime,
elves
so-
and see if we stumble across.
Panzer leader here saying.
There you go.
It's a terrible omen.
There's clearly not.
I will use my ability to detect people in the area.
All right, is there a range on that? 60 feet. Casting about, there's kind of this odd, it's not so much that you can detect that there's something evil prevalent right around you, but there's this just kind of odd burnt smell in the air that makes, you're a paladin, right? It kind of makes your senses stand on it.
Justice Dog, you
I
put on
can-
deodorant.
I can smell what the vial is cooking.
Wait, is his name just a dog or Justice Dog?
Justice
Is that
Dog.
to kick in?
But that's not really his name.
It sounded like yours was saying just a dog.
All right,
Range have a new
Rangers,
sequel.
what do we got? What do you do? Nothing?
Has anybody
Back.
seen the assassin?
Stop.
I stopped.
Okay.
Please start painting.
All right, so what are we doing? Breaking for lunch? Everybody sits down and eats.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good?
Kumbaya.
What are you guys doing? Are we explaining to the people that?
We have no idea where we're going.
Yeah.
Back to the canoes, we got a clear path to go back.
This is scary.
Scared the crap out of me.
We're gonna tell people
Might
that
get you killed.
at this point, something happened.
Alright, so the
There was a
bars-
commotion, and they must have split off and gone separate ways because it's too difficult for us to tell exactly which way they went because they went everywhere from here. So
Sprouted wings.
That's right.
Flying nose.
They were summoned.
Sorry, we had the
Right here.
Sorry by the Wicked Witch of the West.
I will assume the bard
East or- I
stops
don't know.
while the ranger explains the dilemma of,
Yes, the missing notes.
yeah, the missing
The
note.
missing-
He got
Too many
lost.
tracks going in too many directions. And
Should I summon
it's
this?
impossible to tell.
No.
No.
Excuses.
Don't put your
I heard a yes.
So he sounds the horn, it picks up and it carries through the wood. It doesn't go nearly as far as previously. But in the distance you hear this kind of grunted yell. Deep, deep chested grunted yell.
That's not good.
I think you forgot
Proceed the direction.
You were about to scare someone and now you stop about
And
it.
now we go away.
Which direction do we hear the growling?
Yeah, proceed
It's
the
not really a
ground.
growling sound, it's just
Survival
kind of a
Good idea.
roar so much as an inhalation of breath and out. It's like a dragon. It's deep chested.
Or
Well,
Give me an intelligence.
I'll look at the rangers and say, check again now.
That's not very
That's
good.
an 18.
Yeah.
18th round.
It sounds more humanoid than it does.
Giant, maybe.
I think the barbarians are here. Go talk to your people.
My mind.
Just a little bit.
This is where that low
The ground shakes a little
Ground
bit.
is
Do we know the direction this is coming from?
The leaves
So I
are
should
shaking
get
just a
scared
little
the
bit.
crap out of me.
Move to come where?
No, shoot wall. No
Wall, no
cover.
cover.
Shoot wall.
I throw my
Lock him tight, boys.
Because
Ground shaking a little bit more.
T-Rex.
if I stay hidden and I
Who's
see
on the
target,
toilet?
Okay, so the ground's shaking more?
and then if I hit it, they're dead.
I'm gonna break away from these heavy.
Are y'all forming a shield wall? Is that
Yeah.
facing which direction?
Do we have a guess as to which direction it's coming from?
If the ground is shaking down there.
Oh, wait.
Do I?
Was that well done?
Do I?
You're looking at it, you can see, you look at the leaves and suddenly you have this huge moment of clarity. You're seeing more than the leaves over here. It's coming from that direction. So due south.
It's coming from that way.
Can I
behind him.
climb a tree so I can see what the heck's coming?
Absolutely, give me a dexterity check. Well, now I'm not going to tell you you can see anything, but you can climb a tree. So give me a dexterity check.
Alright,
might be a good
well,
idea.
does a 10 work?
No, so you try to go up the tree, you kind of slide way down the
The tree is greased.
tree. Sorry.
Yeah, somebody's baking grease.
Then you all hear quite clearly a deep intonation, a voice just shout. You can't make out whatever it is, but it's definitely some kind of deep-chested voice. Now you probably know what it is, and it's just kind of shouting, and it's still coming, whatever it is.
I think Luthor should protect us all as I pray for you.
Alright, so I assume you five are getting in a line.
Prayer.
Prayer, okay. Alright, just let me know what that does and blah blah. You guys get in a line, right? Form
Hold
up.
fast, lads.
Wizard, what do you do?
Everybody, you like buy the armored guys, that's the best place to be.
Behind him or behind him?
Behind him.
Behind him.
He's alongside of him.
Afterwards, right?
There's a giant, I'm gonna take the next opportunity to cover, in addition to them, like behind a tree.
Okay. Even more behind. Alright. You're a little bit behind to the right. You go up the tree, you can't quite get up the tree. You can try another tree, or you can just get behind the line, whatever you want.
Move out of the way of the giant target, which is us. So
Well,
move it.
it's probably definitely going to be the armored, giant,
Yeah, I'm
shiny
gonna
armored
switch
wall.
away from you guys.
I'm
No
going
offense,
to
just
sneak
you guys
off
are
to the
guys.
side
Left or right?
and left.
Alright, you move off to the left side.
And
Monk, you
stay-
get behind him. You're staying hidden, correct?
Yes.
Monk, you staying behind him?
I'm not. I'm moving out of the way of them. So so I don't get hit.
To the left or the right?
I thought you wanted to hit something.
Okay, you move off to the left. Ranger, where are you?
I'm climbing a tree just a little bit,
Okay.
19 prime,
Behind or in front of the line?
just behind.
Okay. So you're skinny up into a
So-
tree.
Did you see giants?
I have a question.
Did you see giants?
I don't know what I said. So
Conjugating.
Could be the giants and possessive.
So you're up in the tree a little bit
Wheel
behind.
logo is my
Lucius, what do you got?
I'm climbing a tree, 21, not prime.
Okay. So you skin it behind the line, I guess?
Yeah.
Alright,
I have a question.
Loosen Hammer? Okay, hold on a
Loosen-
second. Loosen.
I have so many names. I'm staying behind the primary line because we don't know if that's gonna hold against giant. Otherwise, everyone's like scattering and whatnot. I'm gonna be back there waiting for whatever makes it through the first range.
Alright, now I didn't ask you. Are you behind the line, I assume?
Oh yeah, I'm right behind him.
Okay,
Go to
alright.
heel and cast.
Behind the line, behind the tree is what
Behind the squirrel.
I'll tell a story about
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know the history, but of a great battle that was fought against a horde of
Okay.
giants.
To inspire.
Yeah,
Okay, alright, what does it do to everybody? Is it
really nothing.
Okay. Everybody gets their stories of
Finally, a bard in this
So everybody gets a bonus one. One attribute check in the next 5 rounds. You pick it when it comes your way. Alright, so what do you do?
I'm taking
Go
my
ahead and
house
sing I Shot the Sheriff.
Left or right?
left.
Okay. This is sizing up very interestingly. Alright, so what do you do?
For the next 5 minutes, everybody is blessed.
Okay, alright, so when you cast a spell, are you behind the line?
I am behind the line.
Alright. And so what do you do?
+1 to hit,
Question
+1
about-
saving throws versus fear.
Good job.
Keep up with all of that, because I'm not gonna keep up
So
with
here's
it.
my question. You sit behind the line, so the people behind her doesn't get blessed, right?
It's
No,
50
it's-
feet.
Yeah, it's area.
Okay, all right. I thought
Unless you're running.
Unless you go really far away.
So are you behind the line or in front of the
I'm
line?
preparing to assassinate this.
I'm going to, this, 8? How long does 8 last? Yeah, I'm gonna cast 8.
Yeah, it'll last long.
Can I
It'll
start
last long
analyzing
enough
the
to
target?
Not yet, you can't see anything yet, you gotta see it first to cast
okay.
target.
And I wanna move up too.
In front of the line?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight.
Sweet.
8 is one
Funniest
of
line ever. Okay,
the.
go ahead.
I'm going behind the line, climbing a tree. I rolled a 16 primary.
Okay, alright, you managed to get up in a tree, Claire, what are you doing?
Behind the line, but close enough that I can see to do a heal if I need to.
10
Right, you can hang by the cool side.
Standing on the right side of the line, there's great honor in fighting giants.
Oh, yes, a dwarf, alright, Ranger.
Behind the dwarf with the bow.
So really, your armored line, almost nobody's behind it. Everybody else went up a tree.
The same tree?
Circus, clown cart,
He wants to chop that tree
Someone in
down.
plate mail,
Yes.
someone in chain mail, someone in plate mail, and you. And
which means that
but you're
giant's
on a
gonna
tree,
shake
too.
the tree.
Okay, you didn't mind. So you're,
Hey giant, if you shake that tree, you get some
On the
treats.
left flank.
that's right, and everyone went to the left.
I'm not the dog that's in the trees.
Okay.
Which is behind the knife.
So, about this.
They're attacking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys, so prayer, you guys are also +1 to attack, +1 to all damage rolls, +1 to save,
You guys check that heater, take my nap.
and -1.
Turn the heater off or down. Make it cold, whatever that means. Turn it
Door's open.
It's only getting hotter in here. It's the
So +1 to attack, +1 to damage, +1 to all save.
It's locked. It's locked, we can't.
Also,
Also, shut the door so it at least turns the damn thing off.
I guess.
Okay.
So we're
all in now.
Shall we do real battle off wet boat?
We get +1 to an attribute check within the next 5 minutes.
Steve, you're -1.
Do what?
You're -1.
Okay.
If you roll it,
Alright,
add 1
that-
damage and save.
I'm gonna forget that every single time I do anything. So add 1 to your AC, right? That was the same thing?
Sure.
Okay.
Add 1 to your AC.
Why'd you do that? Lazy man, yeah.
Yes!
I can't remember any of that.
Making shit up as you go.
They don't even pretend that I remember any of it. They just do it out there.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have
Basically,
probably
plus one half.
killed one here,
Yeah.
just not remembering that. All right, so about the point that you've done the prayer and bless her,
Yeah.
whatever you guys did, and you're inspiring with your horrible story.
At the end of it, all of your people died.
Yeah.
The end.
Well, currently see, there's not a lot of clearing in front of you guys. You're in a forest, of course, and it's the dark and folks are very thick. You've got a little bit of a, like I said, new growth here, but it's still a forest. So about 60, 70 feet in front of you. Anyone in a tree cannot see this. So about 60 feet in front of the group here, the armored knights, and anyone behind them. Yeah, you see a tree just kind of move to the side. It doesn't break, it doesn't snap. You see a hand come out and move to the side, and you see two huge legs walking as it just kind of walks past it. And then it's pushing through, and a tree that's directly in front of you, it's just walking through the canopy itself. It's just kind of pushing the branches aside. Does anyone do anything?
Hey, giant, over here!
Target? Is that
I'm targeting it for
Okay.
assassination.
Any missile weapons hurling at this fellow?
Most of the missile weapons are in the trees.
Yeah.
Alright, give me 2
He
more
loses
rounds.
an arrow.
A 4.
You do include the bonuses?
I'm sorry, 5.
Yeah, 2 plus 1, 6.
6.
Hey, brave, so
Rough
better.
and short.
I got my sword out, I throw a javelin.
All right, so when so you shoot it. Yeah. The arrow looses, it hits the giant in the thigh. The giant doesn't care. It does stop though when you hit it, and it bends down and it crouches down and looks underneath the bole of the tree, and you all clearly see this large humanoid creature. He's probably about 14 feet, maybe a little bit taller, thick-chested. He's got some kind of hides thrown over his shoulder here, and in this hand is some kind of huge and heavy club. As he kind of bends down and looks at all of you guys in your armored wedge there.
Distracted?
Yeah. Maybe. Give me a charisma check. All right, so.
Oh, geez.
-4.
Yeah, he's distracted. So he's looks at your helmet, and he clearly just kind of is confused as he's staring at your helmet. So everybody's got a free round. Charge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, in the armored wedge.
Yeah.
Derek, you in?
How many
All right, and you're charging. You're
Yeah.
charging.
We'll cast
Oh,
lightning
yeah.
before they get there.
Cast who?
Lightning before they get there.
On
It.
lightning?
No. At it before they get
Not
there.
them.
No.
They're great conduits! What are you talking about? They're just gonna shoot forward harder!
They got chain lightning and they can all hit off of us. Believe that?
Everybody's just in.
So good.
All right, as you guys hurl forward, so do you have anything you can do this round? Throw.
I could throw a fireball.
There you go!
To you.
Why not?
All right, so fireball.
21.
Yeah, you're in a tree.
I'm going to hit like in the
You're in a
forehead.
tree. Right? Wait.
Plus your helmet.
I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground. You're in a tree. You
I'm
can't
not
quite
shy.
see. Anyone in a tree can't. You can't see. You can come out of the tree. So are you two coming out of the tree? The
Yeah.
armored wedge charges.
Okay.
The air becomes electric. Are you fireball?
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a smell of sulfur everywhere.
I think both.
All right. So what are you doing? Shooting?
Charging.
Charging. Joining the wedge.
Sunburst.
Sound burst. All right.
I'll come out of the tree.
Coming out of the tree. Round 2 case target.
Bringing the pain.
You charging? All right. Everybody's in.
Sorry,
Clear up. You
sound
charging?
No.
All right.
I am preparing a
Wait,
shoot.
all right, I get you just a second. All right.
Yeah. You can do
Whoever's
that.
shooting an arrow, shoot. You need, give me your to hit. Would you get? Anyone shooting an arrow?
26.
26 to hit.
No, 28.
28 hits.
I think when the trauma team, I just say that.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
The arrow bounces off. Damage.
$11.
11. Wait, how are you doing? 11
I did the same.
I got
Ranger,
plus.
giant.
Right.
Yes.
Well, wait. If it's giant, and I get the +3 because of
Yeah, whatever.
third level,
Rangers
then
get
14.
something for giant. Now, how did you on an arrow? How did you do that?
7 +3 because it's a +3 weapon because it's the only magical weapon I got.
Okay. Now
We have
Yeah, I'm gonna let this go. I think it's fine. But when I normally game, your +3 bonus wouldn't actually give you damage, it would just give you a to hit. You
Oh,
have to have
okay,
a +3
then-
arrow to hit, but go ahead and add
Then
it in, that's
11.
fine.
No,
11.
that's fine. Then
Alright.
11.
That's still pretty good damage for an arrow, so.
He's trying to kill us all. Take it.
Alright, so, sound burst, right?
It's the rules.
I made sure to make certain, because it's got the 50 feet range,
Right.
that we're not in it.
You don't hit the armored wedge, it's fixing to get lightning bolted?
No.
Oh.
I rolled
Fail.
a 19.
Yeah, I don't think I get a save for sound burst, I think it's just.
Okay.
It's a save for stun.
Okay, but I take damage, right? I don't
Yeah,
take.
she takes the damage.
And I rolled a
Sure.
3 on the D8
Sure.
for damage.
Oh my god.
We gave
Another round of stunning.
There's this thunderclap of noise, and the giant, confused at your helmet, just kind of shakes its head somewhat. Then it gets lightning bolted. So then I get 7th, but I get a save dexterity, right? Alright, so so he makes that.
Yeah, add my level.
No, it's just straight up D whatever.
Okay.
5d6.
No, you to the save. Hit my level.
Yeah, that's my challenge. But he's got a huge. Just to let you know, if you're not familiar with CNC, he's going to get a plus his hit dice to his thing, so it's pretty stout.
17, whatever.
Divided by half is 8. And a fireball. So,
Apparently my ingredients are really bad, because I only did 10 damage.
alright. The lightning bolt kind of just arcs out through the air, just kind of electrifies the air around him, strikes him, and then the air ignites around him, and it burns his face somewhat. He staggers back from that. The thunderclap clearly has a stun. You guys slam into him, so you get a free swing this round. 3 of you can get up to the front of him. 2 of you can loop around to do that and get to him. You get a -2 to swing. Because it's just that.
I'll loop around.
No, it's just not enough flesh to get to him. You know what I mean? It's
But
just not-
with your 8 and bless you, that.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Alright, so give me a swing.
That'll be a 16 to hit and 9 points of damage pass ahead.
16 hits, so 9.
Yep.
Stop going around with the naked. I dropped my shield and pulled
Oh.
two-hander. Nice. Bearded axe.
You get 18 plus, so it's -2, is that what it says? So 16?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
finish
plus
out.
3.
Yeah, you got it. Damage.
Alright, 7, 8, so 3 and 4. 12 damage.
Dang. Derek, what do you got?
19 to hit
That hits.
with a solid 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're gonna annoy it to death.
And your last.
17 to hit.
Yep, I got it.
And that's gonna be 9 damage.
9 damage. Alright, so y'all slam into this giant. He's stunned, he's staggered from the sound blast, and he's still a little bit confused. But he leaps up as the round kind of winds down. He leaps up and out and just kind of swings wild with his club somewhat, pushing back. So you went behind him. Who else got the -2? Who else? Two of you had to do it right up front. Alright, there just wasn't enough to get to him yet. You were there, and so you were there as well, but there's just not enough room to actually get to the one shot. But I'll get to that in just a second. So who was the second? So one of you two had to be.
I took penalty. We need 2. Okay.
Alright, so you two kind of loop behind. So he leaps back, still kind of stunned somewhat, but just the sheer size and bulk of this creature, he smashes into both of you. So give me both of you, give me a dex check, see if you can.
I'll take that bonus 8 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, there's a bonus 1, right?
The dice with the other side.
It didn't want you to stand up. 11. Alright, so you kind of sidestep, but you can get squared in the chin and knocked over. Giant breaks free from this combat.
Should have kept the shield.
And now he's kind of aware. Now you've kind of flanked it somewhat, and you've also flanked him as well, right? And that's everybody that's run for it. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You're there, but you're behind the wedge.
I'm
You're
behind
still
there with
case
my
targeting
wizard hammer.
thoroughbred, right?
Lord,
Yeah,
can I
this is
just
the final
this
round,
up?
right? If this is just a second, so for
Just
you,
Just as you.
you've looped around this way. You've looped around this way.
Hey guys,
Case
we're having a hard
targeting
time
20
hearing
feet
back here.
Something like that?
I'm off to the side, yeah.
Right, and about 20
And
feet back from the.
basically invisible.
So you're still, I want to be very clear, you're case targeting this giant. You all 3 see simultaneously another giant coming in. He's probably 40 feet behind, following this giant. You have 2 options. This guy hits the ground, giant's backing up, you can come into his flank and engage him that next round, or you can move forward to fight the giants coming at you. So what's it going to be?
Glory!
You're all in, alright. You see that dwarf charge forward, what do you do?
For Justice Dawn and Halfman!
Alright, ends that round. So everyone in the wedge and in the front that's any on the ground, anywhere, and I know you drop down the tree and come out, you drop down the tree.
So I can't see the giants from one end.
You actually can see clearly the one giant that the wedge is on top of that's fallen back somewhat. But you see these two guys who are looping in to attack, shout battle cries, and go on into. And what are you doing? Are you going after
I'm gonna keep on.
same giant that you're on?
Yeah.
Alright, so Ranger, what are you gonna do?
Come down. Come down.
You drop out of the tree, Monk, you've already been out of the tree, where are you going?
Chuck it out.
Who? This guy? Well, you actually can only see one giant from where you are. Again, if you roll a 1 or 2, you're going to hit one of these guys. It'll be him or Derek. So
Again, I'm gonna apologize
in advance. Illusionist, what are you doing? You're still on the ground. Now, you went up in a tree. Yes, you went up a tree. So we're
But I
Came
came
down last
down
round.
so I
Came
could
down.
see him.
so you can see the ruckus going on in front.
So
Make a bunch more knights, confuse the traffic.
Well, listen.
I'm gonna
Summon an illusionary giant. You just
an illusionary giant. Yeah, there we go. No, I'm gonna summon a dragon image.
Oh, God.
Of course.
Repeat it last year.
The last one was a dragon mount. I'm not riding this dragon.
Oh, it's a big
wow.
Kind of up behind us.
Okay.
To come towards the giant.
All right, so you summon the dragon. All right, Ranger, what are you doing? You are on the flank. You took a shot. Wedge goes forward. What are you doing?
Can't fire again because it's.
This next round, yes, absolutely. But again, if you roll a 1 or 2, you might hit one of these guys. You're attacking Cleric. What are you doing?
I'm going to watch for my compatriots to see if I need to run in and heal.
And aid anyone who gets wounded, Wizard.
I see the second one now. I'm on the ground.
No, actually, there's just too much in front of you. There's the armored wedge just kind of
Okay,
got
I
you
see
blocked.
the second one. I'm gonna magic missile the front one since
All right, so
there's people
that'll
in
be
it.
this round. Cleric, what are you doing?
I'm still holding to see if I need to heal.
Okay, all right, and you're mounted on the dog.
Magic missile, the one I can see.
Okay, all right.
Fire again.
All right, so let's do an initiative on the first, which is most of you guys are attacking the one giant. So let's get an initiative on that guy. Don't add anything to it. It's a straight up initiative, whatever you roll. So it's going to be a D10. I got a 7. Anyone who got an 8 or above, let me know. All right, swing. Your dart next, go your dart.
I got a
10 go. 10 shoot. Now are you engaging? No, you're kind of holding back. Right. All right, and what'd you get on initiative?
Can I go?
4. All right, so go ahead and what do you do?
I'm gonna use my nat 20 and assassinate it.
From this is
You knew it was coming.
signatures. I see your frustration.
It was a nice roll, though. I'm telling you, it was
So,
nice.
read the assassination ability and see if that is an instant death or I get a save.
It says kill target instantly upon successful sneak attack.
Well, that's
And I've been and I used
so.
to.
For 2 rounds, I think you have to watch it for 2 rounds.
Is he still here? That's a rule right there. Alright, so volley of arrows, hacking, chopping, slicing, just carving into it. The assassin comes through, leaps up, runs up the back of Derek, and slices the creature's throat as he staggers and falls to the ground. I would only take solace in it, but I only have 3 hit points left. So.
I got the kill. I got the kill. You guys did.
But in theory, any of us could have assassinated him.
I could have one shot it.
You got the kill. It's all yours. All right. So, but that leaves you with 2.
I'm taking all the credit
Alone
for
on the
that.
one giant. So give me an initiative. Chuck, give me an initiative.
3.
Yeah, pick up this one.
You got a 10? Swing. All right. So second giant's coming. It's actually not even closed. You guys closed
Either
it.
way, it's a nat 20 with sneak.
Oh yeah.
There's another giant.
Swing.
Yeah, swing. Sorry. Yeah. How long have you been had the signature loaded, ready to go?
For the past like 25 minutes.
No, I mean like for 2. What is that? 2?
Oh, 2015.
Sweet. That's awesome. It came back to haunt me. 17 hits. Would you get initiative?
3.
3. All right. We're going simultaneously. So what kind of damage did I take?
9.
Oh, you make the concentration safe. You get something.
Oh, I do get a concentration. I don't think it matters so much, but
Yeah.
But it's normal attack otherwise.
yeah, no, I did not make my constitution save.
10 points damage.
10 points of damage. Alright, so we're gonna go simultaneously against the dwarf. Go ahead and swing.
Does a magic weapon affect the damage?
Yes,
For
absolutely.
melee?
The only thing it doesn't is a bow.
Okay.
A magical crossbow or whatever. So what's your armor class?
My armor class is 18.
Did you add the one?
That's with one.
Okay.
What'd you get to hit?
26.
Alright, you hit him, you run your blade into the creature as he slams his club down on you.
That's a lot of dice, if you're wondering.
16 points of damage as he smashes it. Oh, wow. Oh, are you still up?
Still up.
Still up. Alright, so what kind of, did you hit? Yeah, you hit.
I did slashing for 13 points of damage.
Alright, you're kind of pretty good. He staggers back somewhat, but you guys are both still fighting. Now, Assassin, as you've cut through the one and left off, you're actually a little bit beyond the armored wall. So it's giant, those two, you, and then the wall, which I assume is still rushing out.
I'm getting out.
We hear some ruckus.
I'm hiding again.
Nice, you back out and get out of the way. You guys, I assume, start moving
I'd like
forward.
We hear the ruckus,
Oh
so
my
we're-
god, you can see these two fighting. JJ, you're going forward.
Yeah, well, those two clerics will go forward.
Alright, Clark, you're going forward. JJ, you got forward. Wizard, what do you do?
I'm gonna go hide behind a tree again.
You fireball, you're good. But
I'm waiting for the next giant so I can try and hit it.
you're gonna dart, throw.
Dart throw it.
Alright, now you can't see it, but you know it's right in front of you fighting some of your comrades. You can go forward, you can already
I'll go forward, why not?
Alright, forward with you, Ranger, what do you
So
got?
I dropped out of the tree. I'm still in my longbow, grabbing my longsword, and I'm charging to the.
Barreling forward, you'll be there next round. Illusionist, what do you got?
I'm gonna cast head.
Oh wait, well I'm sorry. You got a dragon.
Oh, we got a dragon, yeah.
You just a second. Alright, so
I love the smell of fireball in the morning. I'm doing great, just supervising, the.
Alright, so
the horde.
what are you doing?
That's.
I can't quite see it. Yeah,
It
you
was
see the
horrible,
lights
but
you're
I'll
moving
run
forward.
Going from tree to tree for cover.
Alright, what are you doing?
Where my dogs figure out where my cleric went.
You're forward, Tess is falling back. Wizard, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move forward enough so that I can see the next guy to cast a spell.
Alright, Cleric, what are you doing?
Did I see the hit?
Yes.
I go in.
Well, now you're still behind, you're actually behind the wedge of knights.
Okay.
Alright, so you start going forward.
I start going forward, staying cautious of the other giant.
Okay, I need Cleric, Wizard, and you three, and the two clerics, to give me a wisdom check.
What do you believe them?
These are just like two kids.
Daddy coming soon.
Plus level.
It was you three. And you have extra pluses.
Oh, 22 primary, alright.
17. There's an
17 non-prime.
Yeah.
18 prime.
18 prime.
You have plus one for one of this.
Oh, that's like 16 not damage.
22 prime.
Prime.
Yeah,
20 not prime.
20 not prime.
26 prime.
26 prime. Alright, so you, the three clerics, actually notice there's kind of a shadow goes over, hair on the back of your neck stands up, and there's a dragon, some kind of small beast flying right over you. What do you do?
Not again.
Flashbacks from the boat.
Flashbacks from the boat.
Apocalypse Now or whatever.
Did anyone call a dragon? There you
Yeah,
go.
basically.
That's my free soliloquy.
She never gives a
the
warning.
Dragon image. Well, actually, this will be kind of the warning. The dragon image. The illusionist seems to take on the appearance of a dragon
Oh, okay, interesting.
and appears to breathe on the victim. If the victim fails their intelligence save, then they suffer 1d6 points.
Alright, so actually you don't see it flying over you, it's
I
behind
turn
you.
into a dragon.
It's behind
I
you.
come running up.
You can see this dragon kind of
Worse-ish.
behind
I still ask,
Dragons
did
are
anybody summon a dragon?
Yep.
I know.
Next time you check, do we also realize who she is?
So,
Like, that it is her?
You see the dragon, what do you do? There's a dragon behind you. There's a giant in front of you, a dragon behind you. What do you do?
Don't go
Do I know this about her?
You know, probably not, unless at the beginning of the game,
Do we have
when I
to
said
make
if you,
saves?
in a moment, if you knew her, if you're part of a group, then you would know she's an illusionist. But did you? And I don't care. But did any of you guys form groups? That you? I mean, I assume you two were together. I know that you two were together.
Yeah, we were from last
I think
time.
you guys.
We
but
were
you
kind of hung out with him for on watch, so.
Okay, so yeah, you don't know she's an illusionist. So.
Thank you. You couldn't just go to fucking coffee pot
Okay, so
church.
just give it around.
We just
Okay, you just move forward.
Cautiously
Yeah,
toward
we'll do
the
it.
giant.
One guy is taking a hit.
Defend myself.
Clearly,
The three of you see the cleric pivots around, shield out, and she pulls her morning star, clearly going into some kind of combat mode from behind. I assume turn, and you all see this dragon coming. What are you doing? You're charging forward, right?
Yeah, I'm charging forward towards the giant and breathing on it.
All right, so yeah, not quite yet, but you're charging forward. So dragon coming at you. What are you doing? Get out of the way.
You're not gonna fail that saving throw, otherwise it gets the Lucerne hammer.
Yeah, well, you don't know it's a dragon, but he does shout. Did someone summon a
Summon a
dragon?
dragon.
Somebody summoned a dragon.
On the other hand, this cleric, weapons out, braces for.
I'm ready for an attack.
All right, so your weapons out. You jump out of the way.
I'm getting out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm not going between a dragon and a giant.
Yeah. Good there. What do you do, Mark?
Those are words to live by.
Doesn't matter. You got one.
Those are words to die by.
Please don't care. You disappear. All right, and the dog leaps out of the way because there's a dragon coming at it, so it's not going to stay there. Yeah, nope. All right, so you two are braced. Are you doing anything, saying anything? Clearly, some of your comrades are confused by your...
Well, I mean, it depends on what they define by victim. Because, like...
We're all victims.
Because, like, I'm clearly charging at the giant, so I don't know if they...
When you're charging forward, two of your comrades pull weapons and brace themselves for an attack. So what do you do?
I'm gonna leap over them towards the giant.
Okay.
I'm gonna ignore them. I'm unimpressed.
He's the knight! He's the knight! He is the knight!
I'm taking on Lord Commander Justice Dog.
Wait, is it Justice Dog or just
Justice.
a dog?
Justice dog. Or justice dog.
Justice.
Just dog is over there.
Okay, I didn't get it right after this.
Alright, so
Someone
you
for a sense.
run forward and leap.
Yeah.
Now, check the spell real quick. Does it change you into a dragon or the appearance of a dragon?
I'm the appearance of a dragon.
So you're really a human leaping over you.
I'm an elf leaping over.
Elf leaping over you.
Oh,
Alright.
I thought you were here.
Yeah. So you're running forward. Give me an initiative first. Give me an initiative. Give me an initiative. I assume you're
Like,
swinging
run right
as it
into
comes.
Yeah, I have a really great Zagata.
7. Alright.
And badly.
It is gonna end badly.
Yeah. The poor illusionist. What'd you get initiative?
14.
14? No, you don't add anything to it. It's just straight
No,
up.
it's just straight up 14.
No, D10.
Oh, well, that can't be it, yeah.
Yeah.
No, really, my 10-sided die.
7.
You got a 7 as well? Alright, so now as you're running forward,
I'm hauling back, getting
Ready
ready to go.
So he's moving a slight, you got a little bit of an angle to jump between the two. She, however, is not moving, slightly slower. Mornings are out, she's coming over at you. So you're gonna give me a dex check, she's gonna swing simultaneously. You really need to roll high to jump over this individual. Cause you're a human, right? Yeah, so she's 5.5, 6 feet tall, somewhere around in there.
Yeah.
5'2". She's 5'2", so it's still 5
I'm
feet.
actually taller.
There you go.
I did only roll an 8.
Okay, well that's good.
Oh, crap. Okay, so.
The dragon's
So you got that 1+1 from the bar.
And
yeah, you're +2 by the way.
I got
You got some prayers going on that gives you plus something.
So 14.
14 to leap over. Yeah, you leap forward. The dragon, in this kind of weird, kind of almost haphazard, clumsy way, leaps. It's kind of disconcerting as it does
Worst
so.
dragon ever.
Dragon ballerina
It
one
jumps a little bit and it just slams right into you. It hits you a little bit as it pivots and hits the ground between you. And it's just this kind of odd.
Tails
and wings
The
all
dragon's
over
me
the
in real
place.
life.
so you've already swung this around, that kinda disconcerts you enough, but you don't hit, but you can swing your Lutheran hammer down.
If I have no reason to believe it's not
Give me an
dragging.
intelligence check first, against your CL, is that a prime, so you're gonna need to.
Oh, it's not a prime.
You're
It's not a prime.
You needed 23.
Oh.
Not, you didn't make it?
No,
you
more like
didn't
a
make
4 to 15.
Okay, so, it's just this
Just
Very
uncoordinated
strange.
dragon.
That needs to be vanquished.
Clearly you see
Oh,
dragon,
no.
so.
That's
What color are you?
Wait, did you roll a natural 20?
It's about to be black and
What did you
blue.
roll?
I rolled a 6.
Oh, you're not, okay, so what's your armor class?
Silver.
Yeah.
15.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're the one.
Okay, alright.
She
Slam,
missed.
You managed to
She
get a
missed.
roll.
Oh,
16.
16, you roll out of the way, Lutheran hammer misses, I assume you're getting back to your feet. Alright,
Yeah.
so, that ends it round for this bunch here. Back to the wrecking ball, you guys charge forward, I assume, towards the giant fight.
Slightly distracted by the event that just
What was that?
Everybody hears the cleric shout. You said something, dragon, did someone summon a dragon?
somebody drag.
So you hear that. Anything?
No, that means terrifying creature.
I got a helmet on, I can't hear shit.
Oh, of course, helmet.
Forward.
I'd like to do an intelligence check real quick. See if I know if it.
Yeah, because you're still back in the ruckus somewhere back in there, because you
She's
fell
back
back
hiding
in
behind
the
a
fire.
tree, peeking out
Dragon
at
just
everybody.
ate shit on the floor.
Not good.
14.
What size dragon are you?
You're looking around,
I
you're
don't
seeing
know if
that
that's
it
dragon.
doesn't ring true, but you can't quite, it's clearly some kind of weird, uncoordinated dragon.
That's the clumsiest dragon possible. Ignore it. Come on.
What are you doing? You're actually back there about to throw a dart, is that right?
Yes.
At the giant, but now all of this ruckus with the dragon is behind you. Do you concentrate on the giant, or do you pivot about?
Giant.
Alright, so go ahead, well, we'll get you in just a second.
Does.
I was making a beeline for the
You're
giant.
still all in,
So,
you
yeah.
did that last round, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I give you an initiative. What were you doing? Because you were on the right flank, you had your bow out, you hear dragon stuff behind you, what are you doing?
I'm going up.
All in, dwarf, you're in the mix of it, you were going forward, cleric, so you're good, you were
Go
going
forward.
forward as well. Now you hid, and now what?
Can I see how big the dragon is?
Yeah, well, give me an intelligence check.
Scale
Odd.
dragon.
It's misshapen.
9.
So it's going to be a CL5. Is it a prime?
No.
No. So no. It looks odd, but it's clearly a
Well,
dragon
does
fighting
it-
the knife.
Does it look? How big does the dragon? I'm asking.
To put everything into perspective, dragons aren't gigantic, humongous creatures. So if a green dragon were here, it would be like the size of a 16-foot alligator. So it's going to be like yay around, 22 feet long with a tail like 4 feet.
So
You know what I mean? So they're
does
not-
it look like a very young dragon?
That's exactly what it looked like. Not a hatchling, but maybe young adult dragon, something like that. Just
Okay.
Clearly gay.
One that fell out of the dragon.
I'm also experienced not to mess with dragons.
Dragon got pushed out of the nest
Yeah,
and forgot to
bonus roll.
fly.
I'm gonna shoot the giant with the crossbow, trying to get sneak attack.
okay. All right. We'll get you in just a second, and you're in with the friends, right? With
For the half man!
All right. So initiative, ranger, initiative, and dwarf initiative. That's everybody. And no initiative for you too, because you're throwing the dart, right? At the one remaining giant. I got a 1. Everybody go. Would you go ahead and swing? Would you start here and work around?
Yeah, we do. This is our work it over round.
17 again.
Hit, give me some damage.
19.
Hit, give me some damage.
Fireball.
Now, if you fireball, you are definitely going to hit
10.
the dwarf.
I can't get behind him.
No, these guys, it's a fracas moving.
So
All right,
is the
then,
sneak
magic
attack
missile.
successful?
Fireball.
And you're going to have to move forward for a sneak attack. They're still about 40 feet off, so
Okay.
this round you move forward to sneak attack. Next round is at
You
the
can't sneak attack from range then?
No.
Okay.
So 11 points, magic missile.
11 points magic
In
missile.
that case, I'm just shooting with a 19.
Alright, so give me some damage. Did you do 10?
20 to hit for 5.
5 damage.
16 to hit.
16 to hit, that hits. Ranger, what'd you get? Monk, dart.
17 for 12 damage if it hits.
Ooh.
That is. You brought up the Gatling.
Monk, did you throw your dart?
Oh yes. Sorry. 18. Does that hit?
That hits.
7 points of damage.
So the giant crumbles to the ground there. So that giant, that whirlwind of blades and magic, whatever.
Turn on the dragon.
Yeah, it tumbles.
Don't worry, I shall vanquish it.
You got next round. You got the wedge to the falling giant. What are you doing?
I'm gonna drop. Well, before I drop the illusion, I'm gonna be like, "Aw, crap," and then drop the illusion.
All right, so give me an initiative, and give me an initiative for you two. Because I assume you're not slowing down.
I'm at 9.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you're pulling back the hammer, and you hear the dragon clearly in her voice say, "Aw, crap."
Finish him!
It also sounds like the coffee cat.
Finish her!
Can I try and put 2 and 2 together, like maybe a check swing?
Absolutely. Give me a. What's your primary attribute? You're a fighter.
Fighter.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay.
That's 7.
I tried.
Can I roll the attack now?
This is going to be bad. Hey, even
I got it. I can do it.
plus 10. She's prone. You get plus 10.
Well, that would be 5, 15, 16, 17 with all the bonuses.
You're turning back. You can see the illusion is forming back into the illusion as your illusion hammer smashes her in the chest. Oh man.
But I sure rolled the damage good. 15.
Holy Christmas!
I have 2 hit points left.
So wait, so the most
Stop!
damage done tonight so
Yep.
far.
I think that I'm going to lose one of my followers.
You mean your only follower?
Yeah. Alright,
Wait,
so
you're not a knight.
yes,
Yes, I am.
you come back and see him.
You're a wizard.
Can't be right.
She was quite perilous looking.
Grr. I'm a
Must be
dragon.
possessed.
You still make coffee?
If she does that, I'm gonna start thinking that it's a dragon that's
It's
turned
changed
herself
back.
into the
Really a dragon.
Oh man. Let's get the TPK going. All out parties here.
TPI.
Ashley changed back because what was your name?
She went before you, yes.
Okay, so having seen her now change, I will go ahead and cast a cure light.
You see, the knight deal a horrific blow to
Yes.
her.
You're
Clearly,
convinced
he's
that's really
You get
You poke her.
no, and this is just straight up whatever. Cure like one?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, so you get 7.
I'm gonna take an opportunity in a few minutes when all the laughter dies down to wander over and apologize. I'm really sorry about your spine.
You've got a great story to tell now.
That dragon is gonna be so much bigger when I tell it.
Don't feel bad, Sir Knight. That happened last time she was on the boat too. The knight killed her as well.
She would learn. You think she would learn?
It's always the knights!
Quit picking on armored people.
It's always the knights.
Alright,
So next year you're gonna have to sit us all down and let
Is
us
it?
know.
There's gotta be a code word. Rosebud or something.
Roar, I'm a dragon!
Is that like a safe word or what?
Least productive cast of the season.
You did last year.
You guys have made it
Last
much
year we got off the
than
boat.
last year.
Last year we got off the boat. That's all.
Most of you got off the boat.
I didn't even get on the boat.
Not many people got off the boat.
Yeah, it was hard.
Successful.
It's hard.
Oh, we killed two giants and almost killed the dragon.
You killed the almost dragon.
Right. Alright, so this is like
So now we gotta figure out where these giants came from.
and I
Right?
did track the giant. So
If you guys lose track of the
I'm
giants,
trying to
yeah.
staggering around.
We're gonna have a discussion here.
Whose turn? Actually, I'll make the lead.
Right. If you guys lose the giants, you're fired.
alright, so you got two dead giants and a vanquished dragon in the midst of you guys. What do we do?
Loot the
I'm
giants.
going up to
Where's the
him
dragon
and cast
forward?
a heal.
Okay, yeah, that's right, because you did get clocked for 16
So
points.
I rolled a 7.
Alright, so you get 70 points back.
Hopefully use giants.
I don't want this thing. Alright, so you start looting the giant. You don't find much. And the one has almost nothing in a club, and the other one has a large bag of animal bones. When you pull it out, it's just like deer bones, rabbit bones. Some of it's like flesh stuck to it. Some of it's, cleaned out, but it's really, unless you want to give it some kind of religious significance, it seems to be a bag of bones.
eating left in them though.
Some dark vultures.
Is there knowledge religion?
You can make a wisdom check, absolutely.
So that is a 27.
A natural 20's going on around here.
Wow.
When you look at those bones, it's clearly some kind of magic imbued into it. And after you look at it, you can you don't quite know how to activate it. A little bit more study, maybe with a legend or the bard, you might be able to figure it out. But it's definitely some kind of magical bag of bones. Meaning to say, if you use it properly, you're going to be able to summon skeletons.
Oh.
They will assemble into some kind of whatever is in there.
Awesome. Wow.
Into formations to fill in the gaps in our ranks.
Yeah. To flesh out.
Bone dragon!
You impart this knowledge to anybody,
Yeah,
right?
especially the other clerics.
You know, sometimes a bag of bones is just a bit. Never mind.
Not this time.
I mean,
So as I'm up where the other fighters are, is anyone else injured?
I'm still at half.
oh no, yes. Here, he healed.
He actually down.
Really hurt.
You still look
You missed
awful.
it. Yeah, you just felt that. I only got one swing, I think, before I was just chopped to pieces. So.
Oh, well, yeah, we did way
Looks like a bunch of frogs.
Yeah. Fireballs,
Have
lightning bolts,
15
magic.
That's really good.
Yeah.
As I rolled.
Alright, so
Excellent.
what are we doing? You got dead giants, you got maybe tracks to follow, or you can go back to the canoes.
If we activate the bones, we can kill the skeletons for more sure.
Again, you stay there.
Yeah.
Weren't we about to do lunch?
You already finished lunch.
Y'all decide what you're gonna do, I'll be right back.
We're following these giant tracks, right, back to the lair or something like that. Any objections?
Follow the tracks?
Yeah, follow that giant track.
If they can be found.
Since we lost
The question is, do we think there's more giants that are gonna hurt us? Or do we backtrack, see if we can find the knoll tracks, because we know the knolls are out
You're
in,
assuming
I don't think there's very many more dragons.
I mean, I honestly haven't none until I really don't give a shit.
I want to sleep in a nice bed. I
I'm
want to
here
go
for
home.
my god, the half man. That's all I'm doing.
There's more glory in giants.
Is that-
I killed a giant. I want to go home now.
I killed the giant. I think. Yeah, I did.
I knocked a dragon out of the
Yeah.
air.
That's a check that one off the list.
I stunned a giant.
You did. Off the bucket list.
No, left for two.
You tickled it.
I took a blow for your
Does anybody know what our motivation is here? Why
No,
don't we
we
just
just
go
want
down
No,
finding random people, eliminating
I
them?
think you're
Guys, let's
overthinking
go
this.
back to the town.
We have a
Let's
very
go
short
back to
attention
get back.
span, and there were giants here.
No,
They can have
Damn
boots.
horn keeps blasting and bringing more monsters.
Summon monsters.
Victory!
Did you say weird girls earlier?
Yeah.
We found
We're ready.
a new spell. It's called Summon Monster.
Go ahead, I'll summon a dragon.
This game, ADHD and not CNC.
There you go. Alright, so what was the verdict?
We're following.
Well, it went to
giant tracks.
committee and
We're following
we
the
tabled it.
Motions were passed.
We tabled it. We're gonna read the notes and vote on it next week.
So, our Rangers split a track, is that
Yes.
the plan? Well, one's headed out, so when he comes
I'm
back.
writing again.
Okay, okay. I'll assume you guys are following him up like you previously
Same
did.
thing.
We'll take lunch to go.
Lunch to go. What do you got?
18 prime.
Pick up the tracks relatively easily, start weaving your way through the woods. A couple of hours pass. These tracks, as noted, are much easier than the knoll tracks. But at one point you do cross, I mean, you come across what clearly are knoll tracks. At another point you come across what clearly are human tracks. Somewhere around 4 in the afternoon, you all kind of smell a slight change in the air. There's a little bit more water, if that's possible in Dark and Fold. And then after maybe another 15 or 20 minutes, you can hear a river running somewhere.
Oh, good. Let's go to the river.
To the right of where you are. Track's still easy to follow, maybe another 20 minutes, so you're looking at another hour of daylight, maybe, give or take, something like
Who
that.
knows?
I vote river.
You came from nowhere, someone shouts, I vote river, because no one can see you.
Who was that?
It's another dragon.
Kill it!
Fireball.
So you get to the edge of, edge of a
You guys
bluff.
can't see me, I'm
Trees
gone.
now.
The bluff goes down maybe 100 odd feet. It's
I
relatively
can
steep.
silently, you can't.
So Rangers could go down it easily, but no one else is going to go down it easily. But it's a lot of mud, there's a lot of stuff to grab a hold of, so it's not like going to be a free-for-all. Now, down at the bottom of the bluff is just a gigantic swath of dead vegetation. And it's probably about the size of a football field, maybe, give or take. On the other side of that, so lengthwise, if you're standing here, lengthwise football field across, how wide is a football field?
50 yards.
50 yards across, so maybe 50 yards, 60 yards on the other side. You can see the land dips down beyond some trees. There's more trees beyond the devastation. Land dips down. You see a huge river going in this direction. You recognize it as the Mist Bank. To your right, up here is another river. You don't know which it is, but there's another one over here. But on the other side of the wreckage of the vegetation, you can see this hollowed out in the banks of the, just on this side of the river with the trees, is this gigantic hole. There's bones everywhere. There's a fire burning, and there's an absolutely monstrous giant squatted next to a fire, and you can see body parts everywhere. It's cooked some of it, it's eaten some of it, and this one is covered in so many scabs and thick skin that it's clearly bigger and just slightly, not armored, but its skin is just thicker than what you just encountered in the woods a few minutes. It has no idea you guys are up.
Oh, a dude with a giant war horn, so we don't have to go all the way down there. We can just blow it.
I got you!
If you blow that
You ask, I answer.
How fresh are the pieces
not actually
of rendered
forward.
people?
To be clear.
Some of it's bloody, so it's clearly, some of them are gnolls. It's clearly been eating whatever it's found.
Yes, the best way people
Solve the no problem.
Two for one.
Can we negotiate with it?
Racist adventurer of all time.
Hey, anybody got a dragon in their pocket?
Screw your random terrain. That's all land here. No rivers, no bog, no rain. We're bringing shit to us. Take them roll for it. That's right.
That's great. That's a summon monsters.
That's what we were discussing when you came back.
I said you hated the spell. I'm doing my best.
You guys can fight.
I worked 3 times.
So,
What are we
I'm not
doing?
doing
Third time lucky?
anything related to that damn horn ever again.
Anyone? What do we got?
So I'm looking for a tower to jump off.
There is no tower to jump
Build one. Sure. Work.
But I could summon a dragon mountain.
Touching the
I
calisthenics.
tried it. Do you want to?
Ready?
Analyzing it to assassinate.
Okay, now he's a good distance away. So check the range on that. I think you've got to be at somewhere.
That, I'm trying to follow. Has he noticed? Did the horn thing really happen?
No, I was joking.
Okay,
I was
that's
joking.
fine.
Oh, really? I seriously thought he was coming up the hill at
All
us.
right, I thought.
No, I'm not
Okay,
immediately
let's
walking
not
up,
fight
seeing a
these
giant
things.
dragon or giant and blowing it. We're at least gonna talk, and then I'll blow the horn.
I'm all in.
are you? What have you done with our compatriots?
It's a dragon.
We couldn't see shit before.
Maybe
We're with summon monster now.
Maybe we could stealth up there.
That's funny. Alright, so he
You can assassinate it.
He's trying, he's looking it up right
There's
now.
not a range.
There's not a range. So you start case targeting. That's the plan?
Well, I don't want to fight it, but I just want to go home.
He's just patient, so he's just gonna
I just want to go home.
He's got a story. You want to go home. He's a young, homesick assassin.
I'm gonna stand right behind the tree line just by myself, blow the horn, and then just jump over my shoulder as I get the shield down, leap up and cut his throat.
You blow that horn, and I'm targeting you.
Bring it! I got armor.
I'm invisible.
Alright, what are we doing?
Alright.
How bad's the hill?
You've got about 100 foot, blow off in front of you, but it's not a cliff. So you could kind of slide down it, grabbing whatever.
So, alright, so we're gonna romancing the stone it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Or, I mean, I don't, whatever you guys want to do, but
I feel like we should bring this thing to us.
Well, you should go first.
Man down!
Alright, well that's it. So,
He's not going fast enough. I show him the way of the children, and I go on my side of the room.
Slide down.
Alright, so you start going down,
I'm rolling now.
Now it's not that not steep. So it's about like that. So if you roll, you're gonna roll pretty good. But there's stuff to hold on to if you want to. You're just gonna roll it.
I'm gonna roll it.
I'll tell you what, I did that once and I was so sick after that. I couldn't stay, I couldn't.
Person having a great helmet. No one's used to.
You lay on your side and just kind of roll off the bluff face here.
Slide down, run and jump and slide down.
Slide down, Derek, you going in?
I'm just gonna shake my head in disbelief. That's the same thing all day I've seen.
That is all
That right there is?
Come on,
let's go. I hope you
I want to get the hell out of mine.
I'm just gonna stand on the edge, face palm myself, and go, what the hell?
Easy ticket.
Going
Just,
down?
Begrudgingly follows.
slide down in the.
Slide down. Now you actually have zero problem getting down because you're a ranger. They can go down almost any service.
I'm gonna climb and slide down,
Yes.
not rolling.
Okay.
Roll the dragon.
Not going down the blood.
Play it top.
This was a buster.
I'll just stay at the top and watch the guys in armor try to ford this river.
Okay. There's no river between you and the giant, remember?
There's not.
The river's on the other side.
Other side.
They're still gonna go.
So the giant.
It's worth it. Just go.
Yeah, sure. Just down the bluff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use our last battle to raise our spirits.
Okay.
What does that
Give them what?
Is that another good story? All my spirits are together.
I gave you a story.
You going down?
I'm, if the group seems to be committing to going down the slope, I'll start.
Most everybody's headed down.
Can I go down but stay completely hidden?
You can try to stay completely hidden, but going down that cliff's gonna be tough. Unless, I don't think you have to climb the wall.
No, it says I can climb any surface.
Yeah, then you do, yeah, you can go, you can't stay completely, you're gonna make a check to see if you can stay completely hidden, but you can definitely go down the cliff.
29.
Okay, yeah, you do stay hidden so far as you know, but until you go
that's
down,
prime.
you got, well, there you go. What are you doing, going
I
down?
must bring the half man's message.
Well, the half man's not going, but.
Of course not.
That's right. You're carrying your
That's
stuff.
religious.
Wizard, you going down?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna run off and featherfall.
And what?
Featherfall.
Okay.
I am going to cautiously
The wizard
go
way
down.
down.
Still staying behind the melee, but I want to be close enough that I can heal.
Okay, alright, dwarf,
Pulling a dwarven legless.
and just jumping?
Sliding right
Okay,
down.
sliding, alright, ranger, and you're going down? There's some hesitation with the ranger.
Surprise, nobody
I mean,
knows
how
she's
far is
sliding.
the
It's about 60 feet, is that what I said? I think about 60 feet.
the guy? No, but he's about 100 feet away.
It's like 60 feet down and he's about 50 yards.
Yeah, about every
60
tree.
Oh,
yards.
yards. Okay, never mind. Then I guess I'm going down.
Alright, so you're going down. Alright, so it's the rangers go down relatively easy, the assassin goes down relatively. At the end of the round, you guys are actually it's going to take you 2 rounds to get down, but then you're down at the bottom.
Can I use those rounds to scout out the target?
No, you have to be still casing the target. So as you guys are going down, the rest of you that are going down is going to take an extra round except for you.
So,
So as you roll the first like 10 feet, it's not too bad, and then it just starts picking up speed, and you just go. You got a shield?
I do have a shield.
Is it out?
I mean, it was out when
So maybe in 30 feet, the shield gets wedged in the roof, a pivot yanks your arm back as you slam into it, your blade slides out of the scabbard, your backpack opens, shit's falling all over. Now your face foot, you're sliding down, your helmet kind of bends back. It starts filling with mud onto the side. Your ear gets compacted with mud as you slide to the bottom of the cliff there. You do make it down first.
I get a new longsword.
Can I hear it on the right side? So mine is okay, so he slides in front of you, bullets himself into the ground. As you kind of get to the bottom, he's pulling himself out and shaking, arms twisted a little bit.
I'm gonna take a breather.
Mud in your ear or whatever.
That's how you see him loves terrain effects.
So the giant, as you guys are rolling, leaping, climbing up this this armored wedge or whatever comes over, the giant just kind of looks up, a little bit confused, and you catch his attention the most as you kind of just floating down the thing. But he actually doesn't move. He just kind of reaches into the fire and he pulls out a leg or an arm or something, and he just starts gnawing on it, twisting it in his jaws as he's watching you come down the cliff. And now, so a round passes. Rangers are halfway down. You're down. What do you do? At the end of the first round, you're at the bottom.
I'm just on my knees. I'm like, this is a bad idea. I'm just recovering.
Second round, Ranger, Assassin, Ranger. You guys get down. Giant's still eating the leg.
You get more than 50 feet down.
Oh, and you're down.
Yeah,
so you come down with them. So what do? You wait or charge?
Do I look like I'm wearing plate? I'm not that
I'm
stupid.
trying to find a spot to assassinate.
Alright, so you start weaving forward, trying to find somewhere you can
Trying to find good cover.
Okay.
Well, I'm a wizard, so I'm not gonna charge.
You don't charge. You're sure, right?
I'm hiding.
Okay, so you look for somewhere to hide. Give me a hide check, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're hiding as well. With natural 20.
Nice.
Good God, what's happening?
What?
You hide behind this guy stuck in the dirt.
I go up behind a sapling about this.
It doesn't work quite as well as
I rolled like a 7.
Okay, alright.
Oh, you grabbed your towel.
Whether you're hitting or not, or whatever you're doing, the giant doesn't move. He just keeps twisting, and he's not even eating. He's just kind of stuck the leg in his mouth, and he's just kind of twisting the flesh off of it, chewing a little bit as he's watching you guys come forward. Now, third round. The rest of you guys are coming down in this ragged wave of armor and illusionists and everything. You're the only one on the bluff. You two are on the bluff, and you are on the bluff.
Yeah.
Right, everybody?
I rode the shield,
Can I-
but apparently.
Yeah, so in the third round, beginning fourth round, okay, so everyone's at the bottom of the cliff. So, but you guys are waiting, the Rangers, and you guys are waiting, right, until everyone's dead. Beginning fourth round, where are we at?
All the spirits I drank come out.
Everybody, hold up.
That's good word.
Yes, detect traps. To make sure this giant field in front of us isn't just like a giant pit trap or something terrible.
There seems to be no traps.
Okay.
That was sensible.
We got a room of 25 people. How we get a sensible one?
All right, do exist. The ground is clear. There are no traps.
All right, so you charge. You in?
Yeah.
Fire charge or barbarian. Charge is forward.
I'm gonna dismount, get my camp chair.
Does anyone charge with the barbarian?
That's two.
There's racial hate.
Who's coming aboard?
I make an attempt, but I fall.
The horn goes off.
Are you charging forward?
Oh no, I did my spell. So.
Okay. Okay. Wizard, you're still staying on the top. Monk, are you charging forward?
Why not?
All right, now you can. Okay, so I'll give you just a second. So you're charging. Bard, are you charging forward?
No.
I wouldn't call it a
Someone
trap.
says,
So I guess
Dan.
are you charging forward or?
Can I,
I'm sure you can.
how far are we away from the giant?
50 yards.
50 yards-ish.
Okay, then I
150
can't do
feet.
that. I'm not charging forward.
You do not charge forward. Ranger, you still staying hidden?
Yeah.
Okay, dwarf, you are charging forward. Cleric?
Casting bless.
Casting bless, so that gives everyone a +1. +1, and
Fireball? I should be able to do it without hitting
I
any
think it's
round.
400 feet, isn't it? It's something like that.
Yeah, it's
So
around-
fire.
yeah,
All right.
How many rounds is this now?
This will be the second round.
The second round? Okay. 'Cause I started on round 3.
Yeah, so you got one more round in case, and then you can.
Okay, so.
But now to be clear, and now I want on that ability, you're still 50 yards. So when you do case, you're not going to be able to like swing and kill him. You got
So I can't shoot it to assassinate.
No, you got to close it because it's kind of an organ kill. So you've got to close
Okay.
that distance for you, and at a full charge, it's 120 feet, whatever, 3 rounds or so of crossing the field to get to it. All right. So once you case, you got 3 more rounds to close. That makes sense? Okay. Or you can close now in case, and however you want to do.
So he can,
So if I identify where I hit, does that mean that if I attack it in 3 rounds that it still counts?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you
Okay,
so long as you're not, he doesn't hit you.
I
You're
will
not-
wait my 3 rounds.
Okay, and then.
And then go. I'm already at 2 rounds, so if I went now, then I'd have to start all over again.
Okay, alright, so you get your case in, you got your eyes on the target, next round, then you'll charge 3 rounds after that, you'll get to swing.
17 points of fire damage, save for half.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, the air around the giant ignites. It actually, most of the flame comes from the fire itself in front of it, and it kind of just sucks up and scorches across the giant's face. He leaps up, throws the leg wild, and he just shakes his head
Oh,
just
yeah,
violently, and you can see just spit flying in every which direction as you burn the side of his cheek, burn some of his hair off, and he just turns red with pure rage. Alright, so.
Hey.
Mission accomplished.
Oh,
What did you say, 17? Did you say 17?
It was 17, save for half. Yeah.
Alright, so, Monk, and this is the tricky part. Everyone that's running forward, which I think is you 5.
I mean, I'm giving it a shot.
Well, yeah, and jogging forward. You've got heavy armor. Well, you're a dwarf. Your move's 20. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Your move's like 50.
way early.
I'll run it.
They're way
Okay.
faster.
All the way!
On your left.
You've got a movement of 20. This first
I got a
round.
movement of 40.
Well, you move a lot faster than they do, but I assume
Circle
you're
people line.
anybody charging. Okay, and you've got bandit.
Yes.
So you're moving about their rate too. I think everybody's so everybody's moving 20s. Anyone charging that has light armor? No. Okay. All right. So what kind of armor do you have?
I'm a dwarf.
But you're a dwarf anyway. So you're moving there.
I was hiding behind my sapling and I was gonna be all stealthy, and then all of a sudden, all these guys start running by me, and I'm just like,
All this boom, and then
It's kind of a ragged line, so it's not like a wedge or anything. It's just, he's in the front because he goes first. Derek's in the back because he kind of waited for a moment. So you guys in the first round, so round 5, you're going to cover about 20 feet of that 50 yards. So that's 100 yards. That's 150 feet. So the second round, you can, if you choose, pick up into a full charge, which is triple, which is only 60. So then it's going to take you 3-4 rounds to connect with the giants. Is that right?
Unless the giant comes at us.
Once the giant comes.
Now, when you get there, you're not on a horse, so you're running. You're not on your camp, so you're not running. You're going to be winded by the time you've crossed this 50-yard field in Clayton. So you're going to get a -1 on your initiatives when you connect, just to let you know. Unless you just do a normal charge at like 40 feet and take a couple extra rounds to get there. So what's the plan?
Perhaps won't the giant attack first? Yeah. Anyway, it depends.
We'll find out
I'll
in
do
just a
it
moment.
normal.
It depends on the giant.
I go in the blue tent. I need the CT scan.
You took a lot of head damage.
Well, it's gonna depend if the giants are throwing rocks. It's gonna matter.
What I want to know right now.
Okay.
Fourth round, you've moved 20 feet out. 5th round, do you go into a full charge?
I think it's full charge now, guys.
Full charge.
I'll do
Nobody
the
wants to
charge.
eat a rock.
I'm doing the normal charge.
But yeah, if you do a full charge, you'll get there next round.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah,
No,
you
no.
can handle it.
You don't really fall that far
Alright,
behind.
so, as you guys gear into your charge, so now to be clear, it's dwarf and you 5, right? Are you charging, JJ?
I will be following them.
But it's you 5, dwarf, alright? No, and you're also in the front. Okay, so the giant, furious at being fireball, reaches down into the fire pit, and you can clearly see these huge rocks that circle this fire pit. And he pulls it out, and it's glowing red, and he goes, and he hurls it right at the group of armored people coming in.
We're not in the sharp line right now. We're not in the sharpest line, but yeah. Let's give me bad news
It
bears.
hits you. So
Yeah. AC 20.
What's your armor? Alright, so this is what sucks about creatures this big, so be aware. I get a bonus of my hit dice to hit you. I don't know if you saw what I rolled, but he hits you, so.
He's part of the PBA.
Was it one of those entertaining, like roll a 3 or
No,
something?
yeah, it was bad. I rolled really bad, and I still hit you. So you take 6 plus 9, whatever that is. 15 points of damage. So he smashes your shield, bends your shield somewhat back, but your shield actually, it burns somewhat. So it hits you, you can feel the heat up and down the side of your head.
It's a wooden shield.
Oh, so the shield actually shatters. The shield just gives away, so your shield's gone. AC drops by 1. Keep charging, I assume.
Yeah.
He picks another rock up, curls it again, so.
Bring it!
I got 6, right? So it hits number 5. That's you. So, what's your AC?
It is.
Next guy.
8 hit.
Just roll one.
Oh man, nice. So 4, 10, 12, 16 points of damage.
Ow.
He smashes you hard in the chest. All right, now you've crossed about half your field. You're almost there. He's got one more round of this, and then you'll come up to the campfire area. So the third flaming rock hurls at you, and it hits you again. So what's your AC?
Brother Doc!
19 at this point.
Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, so
Breaking and sundering equipment. Roll low.
6 plus 6, 15 plus
Oh.
16 points of damage.
Game over.
Oh. Smashes you hard in the chest, and he just tumbles and grounds, crashes into the earth.
Negative 4.
Negative 4. All right, you still can talk. You can still kind of shout. Can't do much.
Very much John left to talk.
I stop. I tend to.
All right, so you pivot.
So you're much more effective when you don't fight back, right?
So, the 4 of you left in the charge. You got a huge 5 of you. I'm sorry. Got a huge fire in front of you. You can go to the left or the right.
As I run one round out, I start getting.
You got some of that
Oh, that's right.
So,
You got your private
I'm starting in charge now.
I'd shock.
Yeah, so you start tearing across the thing. Well, you actually would have done that 2 rounds ago.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're because this is 3 rounds across and you were 1 round in. So next round, you'll be able to do your, whatever it's, call shot.
Cool.
Moving with to 100 feet of the giant.
Okay, sorry, come on. Okay, so 3 rounds have passed as the assassin monk and the Panzer Krieg have gone forward. So what are the rest of you guys doing? Illusionist, what are you doing? You're 150 feet from the giant. Dragon.
I'm gonna actually pull out the dragon mount, and I'm going to use the dragon and fly and distract the giant.
Okay, so first round summon.
Summon the dragon mount.
Second round, you're on it, flying.
Flying, yeah,
right?
and the idea is to harass the giant. So.
Do you have a move rate on it?
Yeah,
You figured that out. Ranger, what are you doing? You were charging for it too, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I hadn't yet. I was watching in awe as everybody ran by me.
You see one go down, and another one stops to help.
I start to move that direction, but I'm not in any particular hurry.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to mosey.
If I see my companion go down, I'm actually going to start to descend toward him.
Okay, well, he's like 100 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. He's like 100
Yeah, I made it a good
It's
100
going to
feet
take
in.
me a while, but I figure he's got plenty of time to drop down and hit points.
Alright.
My goal eventually to reach him and maybe try to like stabilize him.
Okay. All right, so
And
you
then
start
not
coming
with the
down.
body.
Well,
Just saying, that armor is
I'm taking
You're
away his
charging.
sword.
Yeah, it's just you. So you're in the same area.
Let's see what happens.
Did you charge forward?
I didn't charge. I was staying like about 20 feet behind them.
Yeah, we're.
Okay,
she's in
yeah,
the
so
second-
you're,
she's in
yeah,
the
so
second-
you're,
So-
so, and you too.
Yeah, we're on the
Yeah,
second
you're
wave.
the second line. All right, so you guys are still going forward, right?
Yeah.
Forward,
Yes.
forward.
We got one more
Yeah,
door
so
for
I
you.
was just staying where I could get to someone in my movement.
Okay, well, you're actually would be about where this guy's just hit the earth. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you come up as he pivots to help him.
Yep.
The other guy
Ranger,
over,
what?
keep
You're moving forward 100 feet. You're charging. Wizard, what do you do? Hold on, just a second.
Shield.
Shield spell up, and were you at the crew charging?
Yes, I'm
You got
Alright,
any
so
more of
you're
that
good.
shield spell?
You're still at the top watching?
I'm gonna pay those 5 gold pieces I bet on who would that first.
You see me puke on my brother? Wipe it off. He won't notice.
Alright, so, Derek, left or right?
Right.
Alright, right. Or just to be clear, as you're running forward, he grabs the spit off the fire, and it's a flaming spit as he's coming around. He's right-handed. So, which side do you want? Alright, you go to the left. Alright, so, and your brother, what are you, left or right?
I'll go right, because we can try and flank him or something.
Alright, going around, right
Right
through
through
it.
He's facing you, and it's
What?
like right
You're going through the fire,
You're going left from your way.
I'm not going through the
Fire.
fire. Is dead. I'm going to the right.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Okay, left or right?
This entire thing sounds like a bad idea.
Of course it does.
Back way range of my dart, so
Okay.
he's not close to me.
Go ahead and throw your dart. You stop to throw a dart. Go ahead and throw your dart, left or
It's
right?
a lawn dart.
Jump over the fire.
Leave it over the fire. All right, give me a dexterity check, left or right?
Left.
All right, left. So who we got? You left, two left.
Two left, two right.
Not two left.
Face first in the fire.
What did you get me?
I got a 5.
All right, you're running forward. You hit one of those rocks. You just face plant right into that fire, sending embers flying in every which direction. It distracts you guys just enough. You can get a -1 on your initiatives because it's flying in every which direction. As you hit that fire, you immediately ignite. Your beard catches on fire, whatever your gear, your cloak, your gloves. Now it's not burning instantly, you know, but you're clearly laying in a fire.
It smells terrible.
It's just not comfortable. So you immediately take 7 points of damage as you leap back up and out of it. All right, so Claire, you stop. I assume you leap.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't want to assume what your character's doing, but
Yeah, but you probably won.
you stop to heal the fighter.
Yes.
Alright, so what did you get?
An 8.
An 8. That brings you to 0.
Okay.
Alright, so you can kind of stagger around. Someone's going to have to heal you again.
Brother, someone puked on you!
Alright, so assassins closing.
Yes, I'm going down.
Everybody closing, including the monk throwing the dart. Give me an initiative. I'm actually just going to roll it and let you know. I got a 9, so unless you do the 9,
I
got roll
I
initiative.
also got a 9.
5. You got a 9?
I got 10.
10? 10?
No, no, no.
Alright, so we're going simultaneously.
4.
You're kind of leaping out, yeah.
A little bit. I got a nat 20.
Did you really get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He really did. Who wrote these rules?
Make your con save.
Alright, so but I get a constitution save, right? Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
He looks like a healthy boy.
And you're third level. Third level. Alright,
This thing has about 1 million hit dice.
it's a prime,
Right.
giant, right? Is that it?
Constitution.
Physical prime. Physical prime. Alright, and it's con, so.
Yes, it's Constitution.
15. Right, yeah, so.
What's the point?
What's his hit Yeah. You leap for it, you run the blade into it to give me max damage plus a d4. It doesn't impact the giant hardly at all. It doesn't slow, it doesn't blink, it
If he
doesn't.
succeeds, it's a normal.
He rolled a natural 20 though, so he gets bonus. Whatever.
Let go of the dagger.
Okay, so you said max damage plus a d4?
Yeah, that's what nat 20s do when you hit, but you do not kill the creature.
10 points of damage.
10, Chuck, go ahead and swing, because you and I are going simultaneously. Who's on my right? Someone else got a 9.
I got a 10.
You got a 10, so usually swinging as well. And then I'm going to swing, and then the rest of you get to unleash the fire. 16, that missed. Who was on my right? Was that you? You went left? You went right.
Well, I'm getting
You went right, that's right.
I'm winning.
I rolled a 1.
So you leap forward, swing hard, hit the giant, your blade just kind of flies off and into the 4 or 5 feet behind the giant. So what is your AC?
I got
Mine's-
out of here.
You went on the right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get
Mine's
hit.
20.
20, alright, he hits you anyway. Alright, so this flaming spit smashes into you. You take 9 points of damage from the blade itself, from the spit itself, and then flame damage across. You got a plate level, taking another 2 points of damage, so 11 total as he smashes you inside of the head. So anyone who did not swing, go ahead and swing except the dwarf because you're coming out of the fracas. So Derek, you, Brett, you swing. Who else was up there? Oh. Anyone else up there? Dart, yes, shoot your dart.
Archery?
You need,
Archery had
17,
100.
17 to hit, let's just.
Not this time.
Not this time.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled
You are stellar today.
I know.
No,
Trade weapons.
Go high, start going down.
I see the definite need for
it's gonna get worse and worse.
Yeah.
You dropped your weapon too?
I apparently did.
Alright, so you leap forward, the giant knocks the weapon out of your hands. You're now over it.
All those
Okay.
20s.
Dark, what did you
Uh,
do?
That coin is split.
21 hits.
5 points of damage.
Alright.
Wow, it's like a clown party.
Yeah, sticks the giant, he doesn't seem to notice. Who else we got?
Archer at 100 feet.
Okay, shoot.
AC 21.
Alright, you got, give me some damage.
8.
I got your damage. I'm going to shoot.
Haven't made it there yet.
Haven't made it in. Alright.
8 damage.
8 damage.
21 chance of getting
And 3 damage.
I can run over the
What happened to
So
that?
wouldn't be a main thing.
In one round, you guys did like 60 points of damage.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us here.
You should expect this to be professional bowler.
Alright, so that ends that round. So
I gotta
one
get
me
out.
immediately, or 2 armored, 2
Yeah, you wanna
unarmed
be in
knights.
melee with them.
Weapons.
I took my assassination attempt. I'm good.
And you.
Well, I mean, they've got weapons in the back.
The only one's armed and the assassin, right? No, and the dwarf too, so you close. So this one.
I'm trying to get as
Get
far
out.
away.
Alright, so Derek initiative. What are you two doing? Are you going
I'm
for
going to
your
get my
weapons?
weapon.
You're going for your
I'm
weapons?
getting away and hiding.
Initiative, Chuck initiative, assassin initiative, dwarf initiative. And Mo initiative, where are you?
I'll get there.
Mike,
Let's hit it with the hammer.
Swing.
Two.
2, no. 10. Alright, so you're just leaping, trying to leap.
I'm getting out and
Alright,
I'm gonna go hide.
Give me a dex check.
6.
6. Alright, you and I are gonna go simultaneously. Derek, what'd you get to hit?
23.
Hit!
9 points of damage.
Nice. Alright, so who else? I missed someone. The dart. Now, Lucian Hammer, Knight, do you close in?
I was closing, but I was behind the first rank.
Yeah, you would be there now as,
So,
as these two jump out of the combat.
I'm at 8.
is the dex check like a hide check or what is it?
It's just a straight up dex check, adds your
Okay.
level to it.
So then 21 prime.
Alright, so you managed to get free of the combat and out about 10 on feet. Dart, what'd you do?
I did, does 17 work?
17 hits.
7 points damage.
Dang, that's a heck of a
Yeah.
dart.
Good dart. Wow.
That is a long dart. Wow.
Alright. Yeah, no, okay, so, did I miss anybody? It's up in the front. Yeah, so, and dwarf, you get to swing as well.
It's simultaneous, yeah. So that is a 16 to hit.
Missed.
So I had 23.
She got the blast that went off.
11.
The blast that went off. Plus 1.
Yeah,
No, I messed up the math. I forgot that it was a sneak attack because I failed. So it's plus 4 damage.
On what? On your original hit?
On my nat 20.
Okay, alright.
If I fail, it's still a sneak attack.
Okay, so you added all that stuff to your maximum damage, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and then another 4.
Yeah.
Is that right? Alright. So, with the bless, did you get a plus 1 and you got a 17?
He's sitting there.
No, I was.
There was a blast that was flying around.
So this is still active, you'd have a 17 that
Yeah,
would
it should still be going.
So you get.
Oh, mine was 16 though. I did add the blast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Oh.
alright. Knight, what'd you get? 20, I didn't get your damage.
Oh, 23.
You get plus 1
the
power
damage
point.
was 11.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. Okay.
A little distracted.
No, no.
That is a horrible dishonor.
You guys are kind of broken, so it's
Yeah,
1,
that'd be very
2,
dishonor not to fight this
you're
giant.
not, 3, 4. Alright, so we're gonna go for you. So what's your armor class?
Hit! What's your armor class? I'm just kidding.
19.
Yeah, he.
Did you roll that 1?
I did not roll that 1. Good God.
There you go.
Did you roll some 1 on those damage dice?
So it's going to be 19 points of damage.
Oh!
Wow. He runs you through the spit.
You got the fire.
Use a pencil? Come on.
That ain't right.
Did you count the fire damage too?
I did not count the fire damage. Thank you
Friendly fire!
24 points.
Just to be clear.
That's all.
So he runs you
That's
through
some
the
grade
spit.
A friendly fire right there. That's how it resets the word.
Someone didn't swing.
Oh my
You
God.
swing? I went last. Okay.
That's
Wizard,
fun.
you had to go
How
last.
close am I now since I've been coming down the hill now?
So when did you come down around? 2 rounds ago? So you're at the bottom of the hill, so you're 150 feet from, and you're
That's
moved
perfect.
out close
That's
to the
perfect.
base guys.
Okay, I've only been going down 1 round.
Okay, so you got 1 more round.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Is this fire still going?
Yes.
Pyrotechnics.
Okay, what does this do? Just
I'm
make it
gonna
larger.
ignite his fire, and if he fails to save, he goes blind. So does everybody else within 100 feet.
Yeah!
Yes! I got a blindfold. I I got a blindfold. I put that on I have that in my inventory. I learned from Ernie's game. I have a blindfold. So I yell, close your eyes! And I have it.
Do I hear him yell, close your
Yeah, I
eyes?
mean, he shouts. Do you close your eyes?
Yeah.
I tie
Well, this is the middle battle. I'm not.
Close your eyes. I got in the boat when he told me to. At least I'm consistent.
All right, so whoever's near the fire, you can choose to close your eyes, your character. But if you don't think it's reasonable that you would, roll intelligence. What is it?
It's actually I believe it's a dexterity. Yes, dexterity.
Roll a dexterity.
If you don't close your
Oh
eyes.
God.
No.
I'd be nice if it was, but oh, you roll pretty decent. 17, 22.
Yeah.
So then it doesn't affect you.
Well, no, what level is
Well, he's going to be 5, so it's
I didn't make it.
so you didn't make it. All right.
22.
So it's non-prime. You're going to need a
Non-prime,
23. It's only 3 non-prime. You didn't make it. You're blind. You're blind. You're blind. Close your eyes. Did you
Spell close your eyes.
I'm putting on my blindfold.
But did you close your eyes while you're doing it?
Yes.
Okay, because the pyrotechnics is instant, right?
Yeah.
So if you stop to pull your blindfold out, it's not going to be blind. So yeah, you just close your eyes and start grabbing your blindfold.
Why is that
George,
just
close your eyes.
blind
Alright.
Blind the giant.
A huge explosion of fire. Jets hopping around. Giant doesn't seem to be at all concerned whatsoever. He's yanking his spit back out of one of the fighters. He's fixed to swing again. Now you're flying above.
It's only one round though.
Okay, you're flying above it. And the giant does not even blink. He doesn't even blink.
He's got one.
No,
No, this thing's gonna pass every fucking save. It
Yeah.
gets hit
Is this
dice.
like supposed to kill us? I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Y'all are nicking
Archery.
So can I cast from
No.
the okay.
You are a dragon. What do you do? You see
Well, I'm
your
not a
comrades.
dragon.
You see your
I'm
comrades.
riding a dragon.
Okay, you're riding a dragon. You see a lot of your comrades. Did you make your save? No, you close your eyes. You see a lot of your comrades stagger back. The fire explodes. Giant doesn't care. He grins a little bit. And he's fixed to swing at someone else. So, but you haven't acted this round.
I think I'm going to go in and try to get people who are down off the field.
Okay, so you're going to swoop down. He's the only one that's actually on the ground. He's wounded. Someone else.
And you do see me
Yeah.
come down.
Who said? Yeah. You're wounded too? That's right. All right. So there's a wounded, but no one's actually laying down.
Nobody's laying down?
I'm laying down.
But he's like 100 feet.
I'm in the process of getting up, and it looks slow and ugly.
Yeah.
Much like my armor at this point.
Alright, then I'm
zero
just gonna
difference.
swoop behind the giant's head, knock
Try
him,
to distract.
and be like, "Rawr, I'm a dragon."
I mean, I can that.
He doesn't even flinch. He just pivots into combat that he's in. All right. So who do I got up next to me? You're there.
Oh no.
You picked up your weapon. You've got there. The monk's not there.
So I was getting there.
He's good attack or whatever.
So I've got 5, right? Am I missing anybody? Did you close?
I was getting there about probably just behind.
Okay, but now you're closing using missile weapons.
You just. No, I had my long
You're
sword.
closing it. All right, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because you're broken free and got down. Did I miss anybody?
I'm getting out of here.
I'm gonna get into bow range.
Okay, all right, you close distance. You're still sitting in a chair. Claire, keep coming down. Bard, you haven't acted this round. What are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot. I'm still up on the hill. I'm gonna fire.
All right, take a shot, and I'm going to swing at number 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So it's you. What do you see?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you quit asking that question.
Well, I did.
You heard him ask.
So it's
Break the spit.
6 times 5.
30.
30 points of damage.
Yeah, he's down.
Oh! It runs a spit right through your lung, and he yanks it out. Your breastplate pops off. Chunks of your rib cage come flying out. Your lung is stuck to it, and he just throws the barbarian aside.
That was
Back around.
That was ugly.
So you can't act this round, but who you can swing? Dwarf can swing.
I don't think I'm gonna act.
I am so glad I don't see that.
So glad. Yeah. 20.
That's dead.
Oh, you took damage before.
What's max damage with an extra D4?
Just laying with the other.
All right.
I did not take
The arrow drives right beneath him, and he gets furious as he's yanking the lungs out and throwing the barbarian aside. He looks right at you, and he leaps over the fire. ends that round, except you haven't swung and you haven't swung. So go ahead and swing.
What I'm trying to do, Sam, is I'd like to cast a spell and get the hell out of there.
Okay. What do you cast?
I told you to stay at the top of the hill.
So I'm going to pray to my Lord Half Man. Help these people! That's prayer.
Okay.
So +1 for everybody, -1 for you.
All right, add that to your AC, right? So
AC,
Let's get along.
Yeah, and say, add that way. Four. What did you?
What was the DC on your blinding?
23.
I thought you closed your eyes.
No, it was. I thought I was blind.
Oh. So what did you get on your set? So you're blind.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, yeah, you're blind.
Yeah.
How long is that?
Just 1 round.
Okay, so just this round that the barbarian dies.
So I'm gonna swing it where I last saw him.
+1 on weapon saves and hits.
So they get a +1 to hit.
Yeah, saves and damage.
So everybody gets +1 AC, +1 to hit. All right, so
Swinging at the last place I saw him.
now you're blind.
So
Oh, gotcha. So -10. So take a swing
Okay.
at -10. Ranger, you haven't shot. Go ahead and shoot your arrow.
20 AC 21.
Monk, throw your dart.
10.
Miss, hit, monk, dart.
Oh, gosh.
6 points for me.
6 point. All right. We're getting there.
But that's also a -1 for you. Just saying.
+1 AC for everybody. That's what we're doing. It's just saying.
1, 2.
That's your -1 in prayer. The half-man said so.
Actually, I'll take the -1.
Oh, I'm sure you
No,
will.
I'll take the -1. Not as +1 on AC.
Damage and save.
So if I roll a 1 or a 2, I'll miss. How's that sound?
That sounds probably right.
Let's go for it.
It sounds 5% better. It sounds 5% better.
Yeah. All right. Ends that round, right? Oh, no. What'd you get on your dog?
5 points of damage.
All right. Claire, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I come up behind the helmet head and go, get up there! And I push you and heal you.
Oh, good. My
That's
stomach,
right.
I have the motive he gets hit in the center.
You get 13 hit points.
All
I also cast one more heal on him since.
Okay, so
I can take one hit.
I'm
back up.
5.
5.
Yeah.
5 or
That's good
15,
enough.
it doesn't matter. 1 hit and we're dead.
Yeah, he's about 50 feet from you. So you can do a full
So-
charge.
5 hit points or 35 hit points.
Was anybody else hit and hurt?
Bloodless McDead guy.
Animate. No.
Oh, the bones!
Now you're my dragon.
Yeah, I'm first go and hit you with the cure of blind.
Get him again.
Thank you.
Even though I'm blind,
I'm
I'm
at
still
5 hit
That's
points, so.
okay.
Minus 10.
anyway.
You can take a swing next round. -10.
Yeah, I did. I rolled it.
And it
I got a -2.
There you go.
I managed.
All right. Okay, ends that round.
Minus 2.
Beginning next round. You're there. Now you can see. It's you, and you're dead.
Where's the barbarian?
Dwarf. Everywhere.
I'm gonna do something kind of crazy, like crazy.
No!
I think that's wrong with Clippy.
And hope like hell for
Okay, hold on.
somehow.
Hold on just a second. Now, listen. All right.
Okay, my
Hold
goal
on.
is to.
Wait just 1 second.
Okay.
All right, so Ranger, Fighter, or whatever you are,
Fighter, yes.
Paladin, Fighter,
I'm a cleric.
Cleric, Dwarf, Loosen Hammer. That's all I got up front, right?
Yeah, but I was moving back.
You're out. Okay, so you're out.
He was
so
moving up.
That'll be a round before you
The
get
knight.
out.
The knight's up front.
Yeah,
Loosen
so,
hammer.
so all the 5 of you guys give me an initiative,
Justice dog.
Derek initiative, and Dwarf initiative, and Illusionist, give me an initiative.
10.
And Wizard, if you got any spells that you're casting,
Well, yeah, I've got a bow.
swing. Whoever got a 10, swing. I got a 1. What do you got?
6.
Swing. Anyone that beat a 1, go.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
20, finally.
There you go.
Can I get close enough to actually like drop onto the
Yeah,
giant?
absolutely. I mean,
All right, so I'm gonna
60,
cast the reverse of remove
Yeah,
blindness.
he's got a prayer on, I think, right?
Oh,
So-
prayer's on, okay,
Yeah.
good.
I'm gonna
So
cast the
that's-
reverse of remove blindness and cause blindness.
Oh, nice.
On the
All right.
giant.
See if it's a touch attack or something.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm
What'd you
dropping
get?
onto it.
Oh, I got a 19.
Yes,
Hey,
I
Sutters!
There you
Yeah,
go.
20?
You have 10 damage.
Yes, I
10
am.
damage. What'd you got? 10 damage. All right.
Why would
AC
you
21?
try in first place?
17.
We don't
Shooting
know.
again.
It was there.
No idea. I hit
We were
17.
bored.
We were there. It was there.
Damage.
17 for 9 or 10 damage.
10 damage.
I got a 20 for 5 damage.
It's slowly getting there.
17 for 10 damage.
I imagine
I assume this thing has some massive.
It did, yeah.
It's 22 to hit for 12.
I'm gonna try to shoot it.
See, they
Hey,
waited
it's
until the
just
barbarian
before
died
you
to
do
do
this.
this.
There was a spice in it.
Magic missile for 8.
There you go. So it crashes to the earth. What did you get? Another 6? And that,
Another 11 points of
Memory of our
damage.
fallen
you
comrade.
guys just did 60 points of damage in one melee round.
That kind of felt like it was like the end of the story.
One more round, and that would have.
Better everything you said.
It was the blood sacrifice.
That's right. Oh my God.
Praise heaven.
Reward the dice.
Am I riding the giant down to the earth?
Yes, you get his eyes as he crashes to the earth. Boom. Landing on the barbarian as he looks.
Anyway, I can use my lesser restoration on him.
No.
Well, does that?
No.
No.
Yeah, just like brings back limbs or something.
That's a great
Over
Try CPR.
Alright, well, we gotta be out of this room, guys, so, I assume you make your way to the river, Luke the Giant, make your way to the river and back to happiness.
50,000 gold.
50,000 gold pieces.
And a case of Dr. Pepper.
There you
It really depends. Is the next adventure still in the dark?
It's always in the dark.
I'm guessing to never make it out of here.
Yeah, you're cursed.
Congratulations, giants.
That's all right, guys.
You lost your beard, but you killed him.
That not in the fireplace.
The beard will go.